right, Secure Act. No more stretch IRA. You're not required to take out required minimum distributions now until age 72, not 70 and a half. This year, you don't have to take it at all. And part-time employees, this is a big one. If you're working part-time when you're retired, you can put up to 50%, even though you're part-time, 500 hours a year, you can put up to 50% of your earnings into a company savings plan, which is tax deferral. So that's another way for you to manage your income tax costs along the way. That's a big deal. So that's also good for kids that are working part-time. They can be starting their retirement savings while they're still a teenager. That's a good question. How is taking money out of your IRA and paying off your home different than taking money out of your IRA and putting it into a Roth IRA? Don't you pay taxes on it either way? Yes, you pay taxes on it either way. Same. The difference with a Roth conversion is, so let's say you owe $113,000 on your home, and you want to pay off your home, so you have to take out $170,000, pay the taxes to get $113,000 for your home. If you wanted to convert $113,000 for the Roth, it would be the same thing. But the Roth, typically, you're just going to the top of the tax bracket that you're in. So you might only be converting like $13,000 or $23,000. You're not trying to get out that big chunk of money because you're doing it for tax planning. Whereas paying off your home, you're not as much thinking about tax planning, maybe. You're just thinking, I just want to get rid of this debt. If you put $13,000 in your IRA, it grows to $100,000, and then you do the Roth conversion. Do you pay only on the $13,000 or do you pay on the full $100,000? Full $100,000, the current value. It's always the value when you take it out. If you take money out of your IRA and you're under the age of, I know you didn't say this, 55 or 59 and a half, you don't pay any penalties, but you still have to pay the income taxes. So the question is, what about me and my husband? I'm 65. Wouldn't hardly guess that. Huh? 65? Really? Me? Just kidding. And, or not. My husband's 65. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are laughing at me. We take it out, you always have to pay taxes.
Right.
The only difference is with this provision is you don't have to pay the penalty. So this is something that brings up a good point. And this is, we've had numerous people that want to pay off their home because they feel better about having their home paid off when they're retired. And if you're taking money from your IRA to pay off your home, it typically, not that you shouldn't pay off your home because people still want to, it typically will cost you just a multiplied amount to take money out of your IRA to pay off your taxes because of how much it's going to push you up into a higher tax bracket that generally, when you look at the math, you don't want to do it anymore. But it's very important to consider because people will say, well, I know what you're going to say. Don't take money out of my IRA to pay off the house. And it's like, you know what? This I've heard Chris say this before. He said, let's say that we are. Let's say we are going to do it. If we did do it, how would that leave you from a tax standpoint? And that's really the key of being able to look at what it's going to be for taxes.